Okay, so let's talk about vision. And what I mean is vision for your life, vision for your beingness. And and the reason I posted that video earlier in my group was really to kind of give you the framework for what I wanted to talk about, which is the fact that as you continue to share who you are and the vision for what you want to create or how you want to show up in the world, the way in which you show up in the world, there's going to be people who are going to criticize what you're doing. You know, the idea that they want to deter you from being expansive is not because of who you are or what you're doing. It is because of who they are and what they're experiencing and what they're doing. And so, and I've been through recently, I've been through some changes in my inner circle, and changes who those people are and how interactive or not interactive they have become. And it can feel really heartbreaking, and it can feel really sad, and you know, you get to a point where you're like, well shit, who's gonna support me, you know? And if you're already having feelings that like your vision is maybe, you know, out there or sort of outside of the societal norm, whatever that bullshit is, then, you know, then as people begin to fall away from your inner circle, you know, that it can feel like it's taking a toll on you. So the idea is to really stick with your vision, because you didn't not have this vision, or you didn't have this vision to just like, oh, it's just a fleeting idea, oh, you know, it'll pass, right? So you have a vision, a calling, a push, a willingness to go beyond for a reason. And I love that when I watched that video by Kyle about, you know, and I'm so super guilty of it, is, you know, we look outside of ourselves at our circumstances and where our colleagues, our family, our friends are, and then we adjust our vision according to what those outside circumstances are, or what those other people are doing, or what those other people are saying about you, or saying about your idea, and are you sure you want to do that, and maybe you should do this, and don't give that up, and people need this. And yet you are still being called back to your heart, to this new vision, this new thing that has come to you in a dream, in the middle of the day, in the shower, wherever it is that you get these ideas and these visions. And I'm just here to tell you, let's stick with those visions. Play them out. Discover. Be full of wonder when it comes to those visions. Be full of excitement and curiosity. That is a word that's really helped me in the last few weeks, is staying curious. I wonder if, or that's interesting. Just taking that approach. Not immediately, you know, judging yourself or judging the idea, or immediately going into comparison mode about this new idea or this new vision that you're having, and discounting it immediately. Oh, it's too far-fetched. Nobody's going to like it. Blah, blah, blah. You know, all the stories that we tell ourselves. And go with it instead, or approach it then from a place of curiosity and wonder. And that has really helped me. You know, I had this vision and this idea of first being invited to various locations around the world and, to retreats, and so that I could then be guest speaker or lead workshops and those kinds of things. And then I had someone say, well, why don't you just create those? Why don't you create the retreats? Why are you waiting for somebody else to invite you? And true, it's true. And I already have that in the works. But at the same time, it's like that's still part of my vision, to be invited to have, it's not necessarily the invite that in that vision, but the community, this sense of community that is created by mutually working together in order to support each other and create shifts in our lives. So that is where part of, my previous vision was really centered around, and I'm just sharing that as an example of a vision. I'm still sticking with it. No matter what people say, no matter if people are like, you need to be giving mediumship readings more, or you need to be doing this because, it's what people need. And it's like, okay, well, that's great. I understand that people need certain things, but my heart is saying there's so much more. There's so much more I want to give, and so much more I want to talk about and discuss and dive deep and, get past the superficial bullshit and get down to discussing things soul to soul. That excites me. And I just wanted to share with you a little bit of my vision and encourage you, stick with yours. Stick with your vision. Don't let your outside circumstances sway you, deter you, discourage you. Let your light shine and just bring it. Love ya. Mean it.